Because playing makes children happy, it is a natural way for them to learn. This makes learning easier and more effective. But unsupervised children, on the other hand, may be seduced by very disreputable games under specific situations. Here are 5 unsuitable games for which children used to play. Playing mommy and daddy. The little ones like to imitate their parents, and through this game they tries to experience the sensations it gets to be a mom and daddy. Playing mommy and daddy is therefore a kind of role-playing game with slightly sexual accents, or very young children imitate their parents by hugging each other, kissing each other, and touching each other. But this practice is not so innocent. It can sometimes lead to situations a child is manipulated or exploited by another, especially when there is an age gap between both. So children should always be watched when playing Doctor Doctor, at I will show you mine, if you show me yours, or at mom and dad. The game of bottles. The bottle game is a truth-based action variant of circular in which players are seated in a circle, where they places a bottle in the center of the circle, which will spin on its own. And every time the bottle stops spinning, the player that is in front of him is to do the action ordered, or to answer a question without lying, and then I know you will ask me where is the problem. Well, sometimes in play of the bottle game children drinks alcohol, so that language is loosened, and so that the players have designated themselves, and unfortunately the presence of alcohol for often underage players incredibly accentuates the danger that this game can represent. The headscarf game. Headscarf game is simply being strangled by a person with accessories such as belt and headscarf, hence the name of this practice, which primarily affects an adolescent audience in search of strong sensations and unaware of the danger. They have fun while blocking the flow of oxygen to the brain and then releasing the pressure after a brief period of time. The blood that has been blocked floods the brain and suddenly causing an euphoria, dizziness, hallucinations, still fainting effects, moreover very similar to many drugs. The kids are not aware, when challenged by their playmates, the fully oblivious to the tremendous hazards they are putting themselves in. As a result of the dreadful practice of the headscarf game, several cases of common paralysis and deaths are documented each year. The game of the tomato. The game of the tomato rise in part of those games whose principle is both super simple and super dangerous. It is a question of taking a large inspiration, inflating jaws and wait until turn scarlet red to succeed in hallucinating to have shapes, the colors under the effect of oxygen deprivation. In addition to the attraction of discovery, saying no to this game can sometimes mean for some children to find themselves alone at regret and under the pressure children of the group. Therefore, often indulge without knowing it in horrible practices likely to make them to become handicaps or even take their lives. The Grand Theft Auto. If there is a game that consistently sparks debate in the world of video games, it's most likely to be Grand Theft Auto. A game where the player is in the virtual world of real criminals who perform counterpart missions with guns and some harmful tools. GTA wins all the records of sales. Despite the fact that it is regularly accused of encouraging violence among young players, GTA breaks all sales records. The problem is not in GTA at all, it is often on unconscious parents who leave their young children play the game, despite the act in this game of drug, sex, violence and alcohol. These are 5 inappropriate games that children used to play. Which of these games did you know best? Tell us in the comments section below. Otherwise, do not hesitate to support the Togups by giving this video a thumbs up. And especially start guarding children when playing. See you soon for a new video.